So we are at worksheet 22, using electricity safely. Right, seems like quite a long chapter, right? We have been doing this question nonstop, okay, for quite some time. Now, so if you look at the worksheet, let me look at your answers. Okay. If you look at question 1, I think question 1 is a very popular question. Whenever you are being asked about choosing the correct fuse, right? Okay, so you need to be able to select one that is rated slightly higher. Remember, I talked about this last lesson. Okay, for example, if let's say the current passing through the circuit is about 0.5, we will choose something that is like 1 amp. So it's slightly higher. So the fuse is slightly higher. Why? Because we talk about current. Sometimes there will be, a little bit more current flowing in the circuit. Okay, so long as it's not that high, it's not going to cause any problem. So your fuse rating cannot be exactly, okay, it cannot be exactly the same, all right, as the current that is flowing in the circuit. So if I write this down, so this device requires 8 amp to function. That means current that flows in the circuit is 8 amp. Then if your fuse is also at 8 amp, right, then you will always have your fuse blowing, and then you always have to change it. It seems like you're never going to be able to operate your device. Okay, hold on. Yes, Harish.
Yeah, ma'am, but also it depends on the whether what type of fuse you want to put, because if the current overflow is more than 9, then you need to put a 10. So it's like if C and D is like close.
No, I think if you have this kind of device requiring 8 amp to operate, we will usually try to choose something that's slightly higher, not much higher.
Okay.
Yeah, otherwise it might cause some heating effect, overheating, and then it may even lead to the device, some components of the device to malfunction. Or
I thought a fuse got no resistance.
a fuse has resistance,
Oh,
Yeah, there is resistance.
negligible resistance.
Yeah, but ideally, of course, the ideal one is not to have any resistance, right? Correct or not? But
Yeah.
in real life, there is no such thing as totally zero. There is still a little bit of resistance. Not possible to have something that has no resistance at all. Okay, you are talking about question 2 already, no? Okay, yeah. So we always talk about the best one. We don't have the most ideal. Okay, there's no such thing as most ideal. So that's why the answer here is C, because 9 amp, is slightly higher than 8 amp. If I choose 10 amp, it's a little bit too higher. All right. Okay. Oh, okay. Now I can see you. Yeah, at least to turn on the camera lah. Otherwise, I'm looking at myself only, Okay, Zenith. You are here, Zenith? Okay, Harini is having dinner. Later, she'll turn on. And then, yeah, Zenith can turn on the camera. Larissa also. Anaki. Lavon tried, Lavon just now. Oh, not fixed yet. Lavon tried to turn on. It didn't work. Kiran, you will turn on the camera, right? Later. Okay, Zenith. You're not at home. Where are you? Kiran. Are you outside walking? On the way home, is it? Yes, Harish.
Because of this misunderstanding, I got question 2 wrong. I put B.
You chose B?
Yeah,
You chose D.
sorry, D. Oh,
Yeah, you chose this. Prevent electric shock.
man.
Yeah, right now. Okay, it should be, because we are talking about an ideal one, okay, an ideal one. So that's why the best is it has zero resistance. Okay, Lavon, you can do that. You can log off first and then you log in. Okay. All right. So if you go and Google, do certain research, right, an ideal fuse is best to be at zero resistance, okay, so that it does not cause any heating effect in the circuit, right? But not possible. Okay, so far not possible. Okay. Now, an electrician should wear something, okay? They talk about the shoes, they talk about, the hand protection. They actually refer to materials, right? That are actually either poor or good conductors. So how are you going to choose your answer for the electrician? Okay, obviously, you don't want this person to be electrocuted, right? Don't want this person to get electric shock. So what should they be actually using? The best, of course, will be, okay, rubber soles, right? And then rubber gloves, okay, because they are poor conductors of electricity. Now, maybe I can ask you over here, okay? We are talking about poor conductors of electricity. So it doesn't even conduct electricity. So there is no chance of the electric current coming into contact with the person's skin. Now, what about D? Is there anything wrong with D?
It's heat.
If it's you, okay, which one will you choose actually?
B, definitely, because this topic is about electricity, and then they're just saying about heat.
Yeah. Okay, good. Yeah. You actually noted that. The rest, no response. Okay, this is actually about heat. Good. But if let's say the words here change to electricity, would you actually consider D also?
No, because most of the wiring, they always have a rubber to protect the wires. You know what?
Yeah. So that means that if you are given a choice of this four, you will still choose rubber glove and the rubber sole shoes, is it? You will? Yeah. I would also, why not? For especially fabric, you realize that fabric gloves, right? They have actually holes that you can see. Right now, if you were to look at the glove, there are holes here and there. Don't you think that is so dangerous if you accidentally touch a live wire that's not covered with any protection? I think you can also get electric shock. Okay, so for fabric, I will avoid. Okay, so this one quite easy, quite straightforward. Question 4. Okay, question 4 seems to be okay. Now, many electrical equipments should not be plugged into the same socket, but I'm guilty of it lah. I still resort to doing that because how to survive on just 2 socket outlet, right? With so many gadgets at home. You have TV, then you have the speaker, then you have so many other things that you need to plug in together. So somehow not possible, right? To have just one 3-pin plug in one socket outlet. You agree? Haresh, do you also have the same problem? You don't have, you only use one.
Only one socket is clogged with like 3 plugs, but then the rest are all okay. So
Only one,
risk
okay.
of happening is like very little.
I'm very guilty of it. I was looking around my own home. It seems like everywhere I'm using multi-plug. Okay, the rest of you, Anaki, do you have this problem? Just how many have you been plugging in? Anaki? Just one.
No, I don't have this problem.
No problem. You have only one-to-one. Wonderful. Okay, looks like I need to do some self-reflection. Kiran, any problem with yours? Oh no, Kiran is outside. So he said that he's unable to turn on the camera or even speak. Okay, how about Harini? Are you guilty like me using so many gadgets? Sometimes, not all the time lah. Yeah, actually true, not all the time. Okay, yep. So what will happen if you actually plug too many equipment into the same socket? I think quite straightforward as well, right? Not too difficult. Okay, so what would you see or what would you expect to happen? Zenith? What is your answer for this one? Your answer is C. There will be a risk of electrical fire. That's true. Now, the rest of you, let's see. Yeah, there are a few. Like Yu Jie, you chose a different answer, Yu Jie. Can you look at your answer now, Yu Jie, and tell me whether you already understood? Yeah. Okay. I think you have it inside your book. If I were to refer you to the page number. Okay. So refer to your textbook, page 23. Okay, textbook 2B, page 23, you will see the diagram there. Mine is not that bad. Okay, mine is not that bad. So don't think that I am actually doing that. Maximum, I have only like three of the plugs in one socket. Okay, now question 5, which of the following correctly states the name and color of wire in an electric plug? Do I have a diagram here? I believe so. Okay, it's about the 3-pin plug. Let me see whether this one is clear enough. Okay. Let me show you now. Can you see this?
Yep.
Okay, so this is actually the picture of a 3-pin plug. All right, so the earth wire is always the one at the top. So you know where you have the pin right at the top, right? Okay, the single one. Okay, that is actually connected to the earth terminal. Right, and then the fuse is placed here, right? And then you have another 2 pins, right? Okay, one is actually the neutral wire. The other one is the live wire. And the live wire is always brown in color. Earth is always green with yellow stripe. Okay, sometimes you only see green, but most of the time is green with yellow. And then the neutral wire is blue in color. Okay, this is some kind of a standard they practice. Okay.